The collective has just come through a very significant period energetically where there has been a storm of energies. Whenever this takes place, the period in which we find ourselves right now and moving forward is an integration period, the next few days or so, where we are allowing the dust to settle. When this takes place, within the storm and after the storm, we are expanding our field of awareness. We are being stretched through the contractions and expansions, the uncomfortable states of being and the blissful states of being. To be stretched is to expand our awareness, our consciousness. And when we do this, we are becoming more sensitive as empaths, and we are becoming more aware of the contrast within our reality, and also via the field of our awareness, we tap into what is taking place in more detail within the collective consciousness, which at times can be very overwhelming to the physical form, to the mental body. When we are doing this energetic work, okay, we are obviously releasing what no longer serves energetically from the physical form, our energy bodies. And we are also tapping into more within the collective. So this can be very overwhelming in terms of the information we are receiving within our reality experience, within the environments we find ourselves within. Individuals at the moment may be feeling like they are making slow progress, so to speak, within their reality. But everything is being perfectly arranged and rearranged in divine timing within one's reality, and the environment we find ourselves within are perfectly constructed in order for us to go through the transformations into the newer versions of us that will be more than capable of thriving in the realities that are yet to come. So the slow progress, what it looks like, the slowing down, so to speak, is actually a quickening of the energetics, the alignment thereof, for us to shift very quickly in the very near future. So it's almost like the paradox within this reality. So when it feels like we're going slow, we are in essence actually choosing to align with presence, because we're not seeing much happen externally in what we would prefer to see, but in presence we actually will find ourselves going through the quickest shifts in consciousness in the very near future. We will find this taking place. So if it's has been very busy, this is normal. Many people are going through it. You're just tapping into more of the self and also more into the collective consciousness. Okay, you can almost compare it to like when you're at home, okay, and the neighbors are fighting next door. That is what an energetic storm will feel like. This is a good way to explain it. So when someone's fighting next door, you can feel it, okay? You can hear it, and it can be very distracting at times. This is when a lot of distractions show up in our reality. And you can't think straight. When this is happening, even though it feels like you're not making progress and there's a lot of busyness, there's a lot of noise around energetically, okay, it can be frustrating. We're doing our own energetic work. There's an information overload, so to speak. Just aligning with presence, being present with what it is you are doing, the task at hand, and also sticking to the basics, okay, meditation, connecting with the breath, connecting with Gaia, the natural healing frequency, whatever modalities work for you will assist you with staying present. And in presence, we allow the storm to pass. And very quickly, we'll see our reality begin to transform. Although understanding that what is happening right now, where you are, is exactly where we need to be in order for us to be transformed through these environments, to be molded, shaped into what is going to be compatible in terms of energy and frequency with the realities that are yet to come. Moving forward, in the next few weeks, so yes, there's the dust, we're allowing for the dust to settle right now, okay? Then clarity will come very soon in your reality. Trusting the process, and the clarity will flow in the coming days. After this integration period over the next few days, we can expect another series of waves to come in. Okay, so it's going to be another powerful period energetically in the next few weeks. When this takes place, it's going to be another phase of the storm, so to speak, energetically, but it's not going to be as intense as the last week or so. And because of the storm energetically over the last week, we are all now far more well equipped to handle what is yet to come. That is the process of awakening and ascending in consciousness and embodying more light. So this next series of waves that come in, okay, is going to be like a piece of cake for many individuals. All right, although it will feel like a piece of cake, and as we go along, it does get easier with some very intense periods, some lighter periods, but overall, it gets easier. We are on our way up energetically. When we have undergone these transformations, these rebirth cycles, so to speak, okay, we become more aware, more adaptive to our environments, and with this awareness and also the vibration that we operate from, we have the ability to really choose the environments we wish to settle in the near future. We become, in essence, these master creators of our reality, so to speak, okay, where we get to, in essence, take flight through these transformations, and very rapidly we will start to see the evidence of how quickly we are shifting into completely new realities all the time. But the choice points, our options open up moving forward. Because we are more expansive, we are more open to receiving the abundance that is due to us because of all the hard work that we have done, the heavy lifting in this reality experience. So, every single environment that comes before us, codes that we receive from the sun, upgrades, purge, the dark nights of the soul, all of them together are the puzzle pieces fitting together perfectly in divine timing, regardless of what it looks like in terms of the pace we would like to see us moving through and transforming into. Magic is happening behind the scenes all the time, okay? The storms that we see energetically when there's chaos, our lives flipped upside down, when it seems like we're going crazy, where we can't think straight, it is the quickening and rearrangement of our realities, okay? So when we're in the middle of it, it feels like we have taken a step backwards, or we have slowed down and things aren't progressing, but it's the opposite. It's the paradox. Things are quickening up. That is the contrast. We are becoming aware of more. Okay, we don't see less and allow less to interact with us in terms of awareness. We become more aware. Okay, we see more. All right, the psychic abilities are amplified during these periods for what we are ready for. Some individuals may say, well, I'm not that visual. Clairvoyance. Okay, I'd like to see more. We are given the abilities in alignment with our skill set in divine timing always for what we are ready for. To get given too much too soon, okay, especially while we are going through this healing process of purging, the individual very often wouldn't be able to handle that next level of information being delivered to them through these channels. So understanding that everything in terms of our environment and how we are receiving information is perfectly aligned in divine timing for the individual. For example, if your higher self and guides had to give you the abilities you have right now and how much you are feeling empathically to you 10, 20 years ago or 5 years ago, that version of you 5, 10, 20 years ago wouldn't be able to handle it. Okay? Very often individuals would have breakdowns due to the information overload. Point being is we are becoming more and more aware. So we are feeling more. Although with the awareness there is clarity, okay? There is choice. And understanding that everything that we are interacting with, no matter what it is a choice moving forward. Our choice points open up, so that doesn't have to affect us. When we are in the heart space, okay, we are in essence in presence. We almost expansive. Okay, so we can pick up on things, but it doesn't have to affect us ever. There can be something negative happening, like the next door neighbor analogy, and it doesn't have to affect you. You can be aware of it, but you take the next necessary action within your reality to allow yourself to be in that space of peace. Okay? Or you literally get out the house. You can take action in alignment with the guidance you receive from your higher self.